I'm going to be taking you through a really, really delicious recipe, which is healthy, which you won't believe as well. It's a Millionaire shortbread. So we have some overnight soaked dates. It's really simple, just about a cup and a half of dates, soak them overnight, leave them to absorb all of that water. We have about 200 grams of dark 80% chocolate, delicious. We have a cup of almond flour and half a cup of flaxseed flour as well. And these are going to be the base of our cake. We have 1 egg and some coconut oil, which is also going into the base. So normally in a Millionaire shortbread you have that middle base, which is made of caramel, full of loads of sugar, butter, and yes, all things really, really yummy, but not necessarily good for the waistline. So we're going to be using the dates for the caramel, which taste amazing, and you won't believe it till you actually try it, so do give it a go. Also, our base is made out of almond flour and flax seeds, so you're getting really good fats, great fibre. Unlike normal bases to tarts and things, they are full of wheat flour, which isn't good for your stomach, and also this is really great for people who are intolerant to gluten and wheat. Okay, so we're going to start off by putting in about a tablespoon of coconut oil. You just chuck it in there. There we go. Scrape it all in. You might need a little bit more. It's about maybe a tablespoon and a half. Plonk it in. We're going to add our almond flour and the flax seeds. And then just our 1 egg. And this is the base to our tart. Okay. Okay, so once that's all blended through together, you have a sticky little paste which you want to put into a baking tray. And you're going to squidge it down and try and make a base for your Millionaire shortbread. And make it really compact so it does stick all together, so otherwise you'll have a really crumbly base. Okay, so once you've got your little base all sorted, you want to just prick it a bit with a fork, just so it doesn't rise and cause any air bubbles. So prick it all the way through, and that is good to go into the oven. We can put it in there. It's take about 15 minutes on a little bit of a lower heat than normal cakes. Just plop it in there and wait for it to bake. While that's being made, what you want to do is get your soaked dates, get your blender out again, and we're going to start blending up what will be our caramel, which will go through the middle. So pour that all in there, and let's get blending. Okay, so that is now gone down into our little caramel base and ready to go onto our tart, which is still baking. So you can just pour it all into a bowl so it can sit and wait to be spread on the base. Okay, so with our dark chocolate, we're going to place it on top of a pan which has boiling water in it, and it will melt it through nicely. So I know a lot of people use microwaves, but sometimes you can burn the chocolate and you can lose all the goodness out of it. So this might be a little bit of a slower way to melt your chocolate, but it is a better way. Now we've got a really nice, thick, melted chocolate topping. So we can just pull that to the side and let it cool down. I'd say grab yourself a tea towel to remove it because it will be hot. And the amount of times I've burnt myself is not good. Okay, so put that to the side. We can now grab out our flan base. So it should be nice and crisp. We can pull that out. Like I said, I'm going to burn myself if I pick that up. There's the flan base. And then we'll bring over the chocolate as well. Right, so now's the time that we're going to put in our nice caramel date middle to it all. Just grab yourself a spatula, and it can go on top of the hot surface, so that's absolutely fine. And we're just going to spread it out nice and thick. This is the nicest part of the cake, I think. It's delicious. And if you are afraid of eating dates and things like that because you haven't liked the texture in the past and things like that, this tastes completely different, texture's different, so just give it a try. And yeah, let me know what you think. Just drop a comment below. So once you've spread your caramel base through the middle, it's time for the nice chocolatey bit. So just get that on over the top, or just put it all over the table like I've just done. But it means you can lick it off later. Spread it out all the way across, all to the corners. This is a recipe my boyfriend loves me making because he always gets to clean the bowl after I've finished with the chocolate. Right, so obviously on top we have got chocolate, but it is 80% dark chocolate, which is good for you in moderation. So you wouldn't want to obviously eat this entire cake to yourself in one go. Just having a nice square of it, probably be around 300 calories, but it's 300 calories of really, really good nutrition, because it's got the bottom layer, which has got really healthy fats, middle layer, which has got some really great energy from the dates, and you've got a cheeky little bit of dark chocolate, which is always good for the heart as well. I'd advise to have something like this probably before you go training or after, or if you're wanting to have a Sunday rest day from, you know, eating all healthy foods, and you can just have a little bit of a cheat meal but still stay healthy. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe to Fit.
Aren't budging and you're fed up with the same old gym routine, we'll change it. It may sound obvious, but sometimes it's far too easy to get stuck in the same old routine. So why don't you aim to try something new every month? Maybe try a new gym class, change a jogging route,